Hey, folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video is for Thursday, August 16th, 2012. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, guys, number one, markets are floating higher, and this is all coming on the back of a weak dollar. This is a chart of the intraday SPY, which mirrors the S&P 500. You have the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 84 points, Nasdaq up 31, S&P up about 10 on the day. So it's a decent little move up, and we finally broke through the key 140.90 level, which I'd stressed to you guys as being a major level. We have taken that level out at this point on the upside, and it looks like we'll close over that. Now, does that mean we're going to continue up? Not necessarily. Why? Well, because if you go to the daily chart, you can see you're quickly coming into the double top 52-week high on the SPY or the S&P 500. And you have to wonder, based on that level, can the markets push through the double top after just pushing through that major level of 140.90 on the SPY? So again, that's the level we're reaching for. My guess is we hit it either today or tomorrow. The question then becomes, do we push through that afterwards? All right, so I'll continue to follow that and see exactly where we are, but I want to just go over a couple other factors that are interesting to me today. The first factor that I think is interesting to note is the VXX. All right, so the markets are at new recent highs, right? If you go back to the Spiders chart and you look at the last few days, we've actually broken up and we're making new highs over the last 1 week period. The VXX is the fear index, the ETF, obviously the VIX. Tracking ETF, and this is not making a new low. So you have to wonder, it's actually getting a little bit of micro bullish consolidation here. So that's piquing my interest a little bit. I'm saying to myself, okay, if we're looking at apples and oranges and we're separating our apples with apples and oranges with oranges, what's going on here? Why, if people are more and more bullish, if you're not seeing any kind of fear in the market, why isn't the VIX making a lower low here instead of just creeping down a little bit on the VXX? So that's catching my eye. The other factor that you have to be a little bit concerned about is the volume. Volume, look at the volume here over the last 1 week period. Basically, the whole time we've been floating neutral to up, including today. Volume is the lightest it's been literally in years. All right, you could go back to probably 2007, 2006, maybe even before then, and you did not have lighter volume than the last 2 weeks. And the thought process is, most people say, well, what does light volume matter? And that's fair. I mean, that's a good question. But the key is, if you don't have volume in a market, you know that institutions are not participating because they're the ones that make up a majority. So if they're not buying and the markets are floating up, what is that telling us about the strength or health of the market? And that would be more my concern here, is that, if we were going up on average or above average volume, I'd say, wow, this is a strong move. I mean, this could have some legs to it. But without that, it does make me wonder if the markets aren't just floating up on QE3 hopes and, these hopes and dreams that Europe's problems are going to be solved. And what worries me about this is that a float up on light volume, when reality strikes again and you see Europe get in trouble again, or the US get in trouble, or China get in trouble, you can literally have a flash crash type scenario. And that is something that is very scary and must be kind of kept aware of here. All right, so just keep that in the back of your minds, guys. I strongly encourage you to just monitor that issue. Now, again, going to the intraday chart here, we're basically right around the highs of the day. If you take a look at the dollar's decline here. That's exactly why the markets have moved up. This three-bar surge here, 1, 2, 3, and even a tail right there, that move down was the sharpest move down on the dollar, and it coincided with the SPY moving up the sharpest right here, 1, 2, 3, right up, and then you floated higher as the dollar's kind of floated lower as well. But the point is, remember, folks, the dollar's in control. The dollar controls the markets. It's not the other way around. The markets don't control the dollar. The dollar controls the markets. When the markets go down, it's strictly because the dollar is going up, and vice versa. So the dollar going down today is helping the markets go up. All right. Other stocks to watch today. What else is moving? Let's take a look at Apple today. Apple's up about $4.85. Really not that big of a move on Apple either. In consideration, I mean, here again, as I said, the markets are making new highs, but Apple's not making a new high. So, I mean, that's something that's kind of catching my eye as well. And we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look at Google today. Google's up about $5.70. Google's not quite to this high here that it was a few days ago, but nonetheless, it's doing pretty well, still holding steady. So a lot of stocks are just holding up and moving higher, but not having big moves. I mean, again, the markets are up a little bit today, but not up huge on the day. All right, Amazon's having a pretty good day today, up $4.50. JPM is only up $1, which is another concerning factor. I mean, we talked about concerning factors with volume and the VIX today, but look at JPM. I mean, look at JPM actually breaking down here. If financials are not participating, that makes me even more concerned about this market. All right, no volume. The VIX is telling us something, and financials not participating. Be on alert. Goldman Sachs is up 57 cents today, but really that's percentage-wise below what the market's doing. Markets are basically up almost a full percentage point, or at least three quarters. Goldman's not. JPM's really right on the flat line here. I mean, these are all things that must be paid attention to. Facebook today, the lockup ends. Stock continues to fall, although it's off its lows down $1 and change. $20 seems to be a pretty firm level. We'll see if it can hold it. I think as long as the markets hold up here. I think it's okay, but if the markets start to break down, I do think Facebook does go lower, so just be aware of that. All right. I'm trying to see what else is going on here. Just scanning through. That's about all I see. And on that note, folks, I'm going to step aside here and we'll see again what comes out this afternoon. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. 7-day free trial. You want swing trade alerts, you want proprietary market secrets and trading secrets. It's all here. All right, guys. I will talk to you a little bit later. Take care. Have a great afternoon.